Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. My name is Susan Churchill. I'm a certified trainer with Spring Forest Qigong, coming to you from Cape May, New Jersey. An hour early because we're on Eastern time and I'm still doing the same time. So it's rather peaceful here today because it's just me, my husband, my brother, and sister-in-law. And then tonight we start to add people, and then tomorrow more people and more people and more people. So um, can't guarantee what time I'll be here, but you will see me at some point. So remember, you can always do the recording. And if you're actually earlier than me, you can do the recording from yesterday. So today we are continuing with 14 days for setting daily intentions. And I believe we're on day 9. All right. So what we're going to talk about again is as we do the practice, noticing when we're actually setting intentions and how we can set intentions throughout our day, and realizing that we're actually creating our day or co-creating our day, whether we're setting intentions or not. And so if we don't set intentions, then, it's kind of like something just floating down the stream and the wind is blowing and whatever, and you're going to get somewhere, but it may not be where you're trying to go, right? But if we set an intention of, I'm just grateful for a peaceful day, or an intention to help yourself have less back pain, or whatever it might be. Okay? So we're going to do our practice and we'll see what happens. Let's start with, hi Martha. Oh, you're here. We are here. We are here. We are here. I love Horton Hears a Who. I'm glad you're here. Awesome. Um, so we're going to start with a minute for peace. All right? So what you want to do, and you can do this practice standing, sitting, or lying down. We're going to use the nature as our chimes again. Feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Let a little breeze bring your elbows out. Separate your fingers. And breathing however you want to breathe. I just want you to feel the bottom of your feet and the space between your feet and the earth. Now, whether you have shoes on or you're up in a high rise, doesn't matter. Just feel that space and realize there is like this, you can feel like a exchange. Can you feel like you're exchanging energy, information, and allow peaceful energy to come up through the bottom of your feet as you release out what you no longer need. And you can use the color yellow, and everything gets softened in your feet, your muscles. Maybe you had a Charlie horse this morning. Everything's loosened up, coming up through the ankles and calves and knees and thighs and hips, up your spine, opening up all and warming up all your intestines and all your organs, coming up through the heart, feeling that warmth through your fingers, up through your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, through your head, your eyeballs, out the top of your head, all the way to the ends of the universe, and you notice a beautiful sun, and that sun is just pouring down light and peace and love, and you can feel it on your skin. And a smile comes up on your face as we bring our hands together and just enjoy peace in however it comes to you right now. And still noticing that feeling of peace, let's bring our hands down, keeping the elbows a little bit away from the body, the fingers separated, and start bouncing from the knees. Now I'm going to try to make sure I'm going loud enough today. You know, I get quiet sometimes. But it's so pretty here, I just want you to see as much as possible. So we're bouncing from the knees. Our feet are flat on the ground, about shoulder or hip distance apart. If you're sitting, you just do however it feels right for you. Don't overdo, you know. Just you imagine, even if you just feel it and imagine it. When you're laying down, you just move the body as much as you can, but without forcing anything, all right? We're not here to, it's not exercise as far as building muscles or cardiovascular, although you can get benefits from that, absolutely. But what we're doing is we're moving our chi, our life force, our energy that has intelligence and knows what to do, because we do not make sure that we've got all of our systems working. We cannot do that with our mind. We cannot keep ourselves alive for, you know, I don't know, second, millisecond, I'm not sure, if we had just our mind to do it. And then we're going to take our hands up over our heads and we're going to bounce a little bit more. Now, if you want to live for 100 to 100, Master Lin says within an hour of waking up, do 5 minutes of bouncing with your hands over your head. And those of you who are with me through the 3 years of Good Morning Bouncing, we did it every day. We evolved here to this movement, but that does not negate the get up and do your 5 minutes of bouncing. So make sure you do it if you can. We'll take our hands down to our sides and we'll go side to side, and we're just bouncing and opening and letting the arms just swing. So if you stop moving and your arms just swing like ropes, that's what you're going for. If you stop moving and they stop, then you need to just allow yourself to soften, to relax, to let go. And even if you can just do that, what a great help to your day. And notice the opening of your spine from your head down the whole neck and down the whole back. And maybe there's some opening where you were sleeping last night, you woke up with an ache. Let's open it up gently, gently, gently. Maybe you can feel it down in the knees and ankles. Remember when I fell, last month or so, I could not do that for a while because it hurt my knees. You know, I had to do visualization. And you've seen me over the years, if I have injury or whatever, to do as much as I can and then use the rest with visualization and feeling it. And guess what? You saw me recover. So how about that? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so that was our that was our bouncing. Now we're going to do the rest of our active exercises, starting though with the shoulder shrugs, because they became my favorite after I fell and had a concussion. And Master Lin had said on one of the healing connections about how that helps your brain health. And then this last year he added that when we do the shoulders, pulling them down at the end of the movement, that is so good for releasing stress. So here you go. We just lift our shoulders up to our ears, and you know you're doing it right if your arms just swing. And then the head goes back, and you touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth, and you just breathe however, breathe in through the nose. Here we go, I'll say it right. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And have your tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And we just hold for about 9 seconds. You don't want to hold too long because we don't want to shut off our blood flow and everything. And so as we come down, what's happening is this spinal fluid has gotten built up and it comes up, gives a nice shower. So we're showering our brain, that brain working perfect order. And then we'll pull the shoulders down as if you had a magnet and feel as if any worries are just falling right off, and then release. And we'll do that 2 more times. So lift the shoulders and head goes back. And this is a great way to notice too how you're doing, because some days your head's going to go back so easily and you're like, wow, this is great. And other days it might feel like your neck is swollen. And that's just telling you there's some energy blockages. No worries, just some energy blockages there. And so you go slowly and gently. And maybe from the first one to the third one, let's pull the shoulders down. That does enough. Maybe you do more. You can do 3, 6, 9, probably not too many more than 9 at a time, because you are closing stuff off, and this is such a important connection from your head, obviously, to the rest of your body. Okay, so I think that was 3. I will do one more just in case. All right, pull the shoulder, lift the shoulders up, head goes back, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. That was probably 2. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let yourself soften, and softening, and the shoulders just kind of melt down, and the head gently comes up, and you feel a whoosh from the earth, the energy coming up through you. Release out butterflies, and then pull the shoulders down like there's a magnet in the earth, and release. Okay, so now we'll do the rest, which are the tapping and cupping. So take a couple fingers or your knuckles and tap the cheekbones. Have your elbows out, so not squished. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. So we're tapping. Now when you're doing this, I want to make sure that you're doing it firmly enough. So close your eyes, and as you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, we're tapping, and see if you can feel the vibration in the back of your head. If you can't feel it, you're going too softly. So you want to be firm yet gentle. And then go to the beginning of the eyebrows. So right now, these 4 points, the cheekbones and the eyebrows, are opening up our 2 main energy channels in the body, the front channel and the back channel. Front channel runs inside in the body, and then you could feel it going all the way down the front of your legs. The back channel goes in the back of the body, and you could feel it going down the back of your legs. Cup the top of your head, leaning forward a little bit. I don't know if that bird was saying yeah or no, but cup the base of your head. Come down to your C7, the bump at the base of the neck. Isn't this pretty? We're at my brother's place in Cape May, New Jersey. Clap your hands. Cup the inside of your left elbow. We're doing 9s. 9 seconds. Holding the back of your head now, we cup under our arm. Start on the left side and then go to the right. That signals the brain to release endorphins, so we're going to be happy that much faster. Sound good? Cup your window of the lungs. So that is your hands just landing here, like my collarbone is right there at the fingertips, and you're going to get kind of a hollow sound. So make sure you're not using a flat hand, but you're cupping. And we'll go to the right side. So we'll see, maybe we'll get some family to be out here one of these days. And you'll see someone besides myself doing it. Wouldn't that be awesome? We'll see. I got nieces, nephews, and great nieces and great nephews coming. Tap the tailbone. Tap the hips. Come down to the knees. We're going to cup the front of the knees first, or actually kind of the top. So you'll see my hands are as if you're holding over your knees, and your heel is on the top. So instead of not directly in front, but kind of like you're hanging over, like it's a little windowsill. And then reach around to the back and cup forward. Take both your hands and cup around your left knee. And remember, send in those happy tunes. Master Lin last week was talking about, I think it was last week or the week before, he was talking about sound and music. Yeah, last week, not this Tuesday. And how important it is in this time to play the music that makes you happy. So it doesn't have to be this particular song or whatever. If that one is great for you, if that makes you dance and feel joyful, that's the kind of music you want to listen to right now. All right. So that was our active exercises. So let's just close our eyes. And now we're going to switch our breathing to in and out through the nose. And just notice every part of your body is with you right now. Spleen, your pancreas, everything having to do with your digestive system, your skin, your nerves, and it's all alive. Everything is alive and helping you to have a beautiful, beautiful day. All right, so standing with our feet shoulder or hip distance apart, we bend the knees. We bend the knees, we have our spine nice and straight. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Elbows out. Stretch your fingers. Now I want you to actually stretch them and the toes. You can push your toes down, you can stretch them out. Feel as if they're growing. That's how much you want to stretch them. And then release, but just not 100%. So most of the way, but you still feel some activation at the tips of the fingers and the toes. Tuck your chin in a little bit, tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can. That's where we're switching. And now what we're doing is we're noticing our physical form. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more and feel as if you're holding it effortlessly. Notice if you're leaning forward or back. Feel like I'm leaning a little bit forward. So I'm going to invite balance and see what happens. Yeah, see then my knees bent a little bit more, my elbows came out, my heels came down on the floor, on the ground. So notice what happens. We are learning. It's called a practice. We're learning every day. And now is the time to find the other part of us, the energy part, the chi part, the light part, the life, the excitement, whatever you feel this as, the energy with intelligence that knows how to heal. And you see if you can feel that. Maybe color comes to you. Maybe you're seeing yourself as yellow light, like inside a yellow light, sun or something. And maybe not, and it doesn't matter. Because the intention is that you are balancing body, mind, spirit, soul. And you will feel it, you will know it in some way, at some point. Ann Minoff, who's with Master Lin, close from the beginning, said it took her at least, I think she said 1.5 years or more, until she felt the energy. But she knew it was helping because she was feeling better. And that joyful smile comes up on your face. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. And this is where we put in, consciously, our intention. What is your intention for the day? For our group, for 14 days, we're having the intention of setting daily intentions, of being aware of how we can affect our life, our day, by our own thoughts, by our own intention. So an intention is not just a thought, but it's taking the mind and connecting to your heart. So what's your intention? Just pour them on in. And then I'm a little off kilter for traveling and stuff, but I think yesterday we did movie of yin and yang. So today we're going to do the second movement from Master Lin's uh, 5 element practice, and I'm double checking the time. Okay, we're good. So we're going to do breathing of the universe. So if you've done it already, you know what you're doing, go ahead. If you haven't, we're going to hold a beautiful ball in front of our body. And what you can do, I don't know if you know about the dantians, but deep behind the navel, visualize a beautiful ball of light. And it's a little sun or moon, and there's like a cloud in front of it, so it's misty. And that's your vitality. So know your vitality is so strong, and then bring that up to the middle dantian, and that's where it's bright, that joyfulness, and then you could hold that ball of light. And we have our palms facing each other. Our elbows are definitely out. Our knees are bent. We smile. And as you breathe in, you're going to bring your arms out. So your elbows are going to guide the movement out. And then when you get out and you need to exhale, then we're going to let the elbows guide the hands back inward. So that we're just making this ball of light. As we breathe in, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And maybe you can feel it going through you, encompassing you. And then when you breathe out, it gets smaller and smaller and brighter. Sorry, I got an itch. And now, okay, so if you're just starting out, do it that way. And then if you've done this for a while so you understand it and you know how it feels, then you can add the knee bend. So as you're breathing in, the elbows guide the hands outward, and you bend at the knees. You just lower the body a little bit. And then as you breathe out, the elbows come in, guide the hands back inward, and your knees straighten, okay? So we're going to continue that. Now if you can have your eyes closed, that will help bring your mind in so it's not playing around all around and chasing things. And you can even bring it down and say you're in a little hammock or a little hot air balloon, and your job is to watch and see what's going on. What are the colors of sensations? Maybe you're someone who feels energy as feeling. Maybe you're someone who smells different scents, roses or incense. Maybe you hear the sounds. Maybe the birds that are singing here are singing for you. I can see him up there. Hi! He's sitting up on the garage there. I don't know what kind he is. Really pretty little bird. So we're just going to do this for, we're going to do this for 5 minutes. We're going to go over. And so you do your own schedule. And when we're doing this, I want you to feel, what is the sensation that you feel when you do this, when you breathe and move your arms in this pattern, and your body goes up and down. See if you can find that sensation. Let your mind connecting to your heart, so that's, we're intending to notice what the sensation is. If you find yourself going slower, but you need an extra breath, go ahead and take it. When you go slower, you may be able to feel more, and you might also be able to recognize what that feeling is that's coming in. Now you can use the color red or pinks with this movement, unless of course something else comes to you, so don't push it away. Like when Master Lin's teaching us about healing and a master comes in to help you, you don't say, sorry, I don't work with you. Okay, all right. And see if you're breathing in pinks, reds, and what happens when you breathe out. Are little balloons floating off extra energy you no longer need? Energy which might have been from the emotion of hatred, rigidity, or judgment. Let's release that out as we bring in joy. Had you marked that? Did you recognize that was joy? And guess what? That heals. It helps to heal the heart system. The heart system is hurt. It can do damage, I should say, by the energy of hatred, of judgment, of rigidity. And sometimes it's, for our own protection, we've put up walls. But it can do damage to our heart system. And right now we're in summer, which is the fire element, which is the heart system. So we want to nourish our heart. So bring in joy. Release what you no longer need. And fill yourself with joy, with red light, with pink light, as you do this movement, and it does it for you. Master Lin created this, the 5-element practice, to help us balance our entire body, all 5 organ systems. And so we're just doing one each day. So if you want to learn about how you can do all 5, you can actually get his course. Or you could just talk to me, so give me a call. I might not answer right now because I'm on vacation. So one more breath in and out, and just feeling so much joy and knowing you're bringing it in for your entire day. Hi, Pam. Welcome. Got us early. I came in really early, I know. And let's bring everything that we cultivated. So when we do our practice, we're cultivating chi. We're adding joy to our chi field. Our chi field has sensors. Like, if you go into, like when we were young, it was Christmas Eve. It was just perfect. Christmas Eve, we go up the side stairs to my grandma's house, and you just know when you open the door, just the feeling of family and the sense of the cooking and everything, and it was just, that's joy to me. So let yourself feel joy and let it just run through and put everything back in order, so you just feel so wonderful. So that's what we're gathering, this chi field, this chi that we cultivated. But our chi, anyway, so the point before, sorry I'm babbling, is that our chi field expands when we do our practice, and so now we need to draw it in. We want to bring in all the experiences. Is a ball of light in the lower dantian behind the navel, and give it a spin, 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 faster and faster. It gets smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, till it turns into a tiny little energy pill. And mine is turning into a marble that has that pretty little bird in there. No, not your exactly self. and then that's called harvesting the chi. And now we're going to do soothing. So rub your hands together. Take 2 fingers, slide them up the sides of the nose, of the forehead, around the face and down the chin. And your palms can go over your eyes. Did you know your eyes are part of the liver system? We have learned so many things. And then you can cup your head. These are called the soothing exercises. And then rub your ears. Start at the top, go all the way around, get all the nooks and crannies, and then pull your earlobes. When we're doing this, going around the face and the ears, we're hitting all these different energy buttons again to talk to the body, to say, hey, this is for you, this is for us today, working together. And then you can just pat down the body and cup your kidneys. Remember, you can cup your kidneys anytime or do this tailbone tapping, which will give you more energy if you need it. Tap the hips. Thanks for hanging out with me another couple minutes. Come down to the knees. Reach around to the back. Cut both sides left and right. Awesome. Up on your toes, down on your heels today. Avoid this if you're pregnant. And just let your intentions, like, really go deep within. Your intentions for the day. Awesome. And notice when you are going through your day, what intentions you're actually creating. Let's do one giant 10,000 hand breath in. Imagine you have 10,000 more hands sticking out, arms and hands, and they're gathering gifts from the universe, just pouring down. So I'm seeing everybody who has been here before that may not be coming this weekend, pouring in gifts so we know that everyone is here. As we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.